So I've never done this live shit before. Excuse my mess. I just had the weirdest encounter. I see a nice old interracial couple, probably in their late 70s, early 70s, and gentleman has on a U.S. Marines hat, and I go and I'm walking in my car and I see their vehicle, and it's a really nice Mercedes, top of the line, with a Trump Pence sticker on it. Now, you're an interracial couple, you're elderly, and you're a veteran, and you support Trump. So I said to him, I said, "Sir, sorry to bother you. I just wanted to know, what made you support Trump?" Well, he told me that he'd protect my money, and I need my money protected. I said, "Sir, have you watched anything lately where Trump has taken away pretty much all senior citizens' benefits? He is trying to completely get rid of Social Security. Medicare has been cut exorbitantly in his new Trump care. He is doing nothing to benefit people of his own age." And the guy goes, "I'm going to have to look into that." I said, "I can show you on my phone stories and everything that's going on." So I pull out my phone and I show him the basics of Trump care as described on the website. And I show him the cuts to Social Security and veterans benefits, the cuts to the VA hospitals. And this gentleman goes, "What did I vote for?" I said, "Sir, you voted for lies." He said, "I can't even believe that this is out there." And I said, "It's on the news all the time. You know, he just calls it fake news. This is from his own website." And the guy goes, "I'm taking this sticker off of my car right now. Thank you for enlightening me, young lady." Never did I think, one, that I would get through to a Trump supporter, but two, think that in this day and age, with the accessibility to everything, and even elderly and older people are using internet, they are using, Facebook and Snapchat and Instagram and apps on their phone. And the guy had a brand new iPhone 7, and it's just unbelievable to me the way that the news is changing things and not putting everything out there, even though Trump himself is putting it out there. And we're told to take anything he tweets as true and whole, as Sean Spicer said. They are direct messages from the White House. I personally don't understand it. And it has nothing to do with me being a Bernie Sanders supporter. It has nothing to do with any other political party. It's specific to this person who is in charge of our country, who's in charge of my life. He wants to take away all my civil liberties. And I don't think that's okay. And the fact that so many people do, because they're so close-minded and they don't want to listen and they don't want to see what's right in front of their faces, it's this, I don't even know the word that I'm trying to come up with right now. It's ridiculous is what it is. And I hope that one day he does get impeached, because, look what he's doing. Donald Jr. admitting to colluding with Russia. Putting it out there for everyone to see. Trump admitting he's giving the country away. Why are you still attacking somebody that wants nothing to do with you? She hasn't said anything. She's enjoying her life in New York. Leave her alone. Leave her kid alone. Leave her husband alone. He's sick. Just worry about your campaign. I'm calling it a campaign because that's how he's acting. He's acting like he's still on the campaign trail. Worry about your administration. Don't worry about what was before you. Don't worry about what's going to be after you. Worry about right now. Worry about the next 3.5 years of this hellhole that we as Americans have to live in. I don't understand it. I can't understand it. And if anybody is still left on my friends list, my timeline, my feed, whatever, any Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat that follows me, you can kindly remove yourself. Because I cannot be friends or family with the likes of somebody who would vote for that type of person, who would still support that type of person after his own party does not support him. His own party wants him out of the White House. He let his inept, ridiculously unqualified daughter sit in for him at the G20 conference. And he's like, oh, it's nothing. Sorry, somebody was not going. They were too busy texting. I'm driving and doing my video. But I don't understand how you could just think that that's okay and then say shit about Chelsea Clinton. Chelsea Clinton has a PhD in international studies and what's the term I'm looking for? I can't even think of the term right now. But she does this for a living. So yes, if her parents were to say, hey, Chelsea, can you sit in for me? She has the experience. How can Sean Spicer say Ivanka was sitting in on a part of the conference where her skills landed her? Were they talking about fraud? Were they talking about theft? Were they talking about designing some shoes? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't think I'll ever get it. I'm worried for the state of our country. I'm worried for the state of the world dealing with this tyrant that we have in place, because he's not a president. He's a tyrant. He is trying to be a czar or a dictator. This is not the Middle East. This is not Russia. This is not how we do things here in America. We are a democracy. We have the system of checks and balances, which is exactly why Trump Care has gotten stopped so many times. That is why his travel ban has gotten stopped so many times. I fear for my nieces. My nieces are what are they? 3 months and 4 years? I fear for them because of their religion, because of where their father comes from. He's from Morocco. He's not even from the Middle East. But the way that they portray people that aren't white Christians, it terrifies me for them. My niece will start kindergarten here in the fall, and I'm scared for her. I'm scared of what it'll do to her when these idiots start bullying her. I pray that it doesn't happen, because I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. I wouldn't wish anything that is going on in this country on our worst enemy. I don't get it. I don't understand how this could even come to be. They were like, oh, the whole thing with Al Gore and George Bush and the votes being messed up. They proved that the votes were messed up in this election. Proved it. Yet they did not do a recount. Yet they did not do anything about it. You proved that things were messed up and that there was cheating going on, and you do nothing to fix it. Now, I'm not saying Hillary would have been, the best president ever, but she would have been better than this. She would have kept our ties with countries that we've had, that we fought to have. One day, our kids, my generation's kids, are going to look back at history when they're talking about the president, and they're going to be so confused in the timeline. Now, I'm not saying that this has not happened before. We've had horrendous presidents before. We've had people that started wars for their own personal family issues. Bush. We've had rapists. Jefferson. We've had slave owners. Adams, Jefferson, Washington. But in that time, that's the time of that was the time period. So, yes, we look back and know they shouldn't be celebrated for all these horrors and the shit they did, but Trump doesn't fit into this time period. He is a 71-year-old, whiny, crybaby little boy who should not be our president because he's done nothing but harm us. I'm so overwhelmed with emotion, and anybody that's known me since this whole presidency battle started knows I've never liked him. I never watched The Apprentice. I don't like him as a person. I think he is a moron, and I will continue thinking he is a moron until he proves me otherwise, which will be never. How do you get an honorary degree from your own school? It's not, you didn't go to school, you didn't do it, you worked your way up in your dad's company because your daddy handed you everything on a silver platter, I guess in this case platinum platter. You have stolen, you have, ripped people's lives apart to get where you are. You didn't do it honestly, you didn't do it through hard work. You are a piece of shit, piece of scum. Running our country, ruining our lives. The day he is removed from presidency will be the best day that this country has ever seen.